Oh my god.
How are you doing?
We're just living the dream.
How's it going over there?
Oh, it's going. Same stuff, different day.
Are y'all sick of each other yet?
We've only gotten into 2 fights.
Yeah.
What were they about?
I think both about cleaning.
No,
Okay.
one was about cleaning, one was about my car battery dying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go crank your cars.
Yeah,
Exactly.
please.
That is the lesson of all this. And I felt I was more frustrated. This is going to turn into a therapy session.
Oh, my God.
But I was more frustrated because I had told him, this happened when my mom wasn't able to drive with her broken leg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was
Right.
like, we need to either switch and alternate driving places, or you need to go down and do it. But what's bizarre is that it had only been like 5 days.
Not
So
even.
who's to say what actually happened? But I like to think that's why.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Yeah, we're okay.
Adrian, you like to check the news every day? Like,
Yeah.
not every day. But obviously, we're all checking the news every day, but like, you like to check it all day, every day.
Yeah.
How do you not enter into like? How do you not see red? That's my question.
Well, I was just thinking about this actually. Like the last time we really hung out, I remember was when we were at my mom's house and we were making Impossible Burgers.
Yes.
And I remember reading all of these articles to you about like hospital beds, and my mom was like, I know, like I just can't deal with that. But in my brain, I was like, we need to like mentally prepare ourselves for the news that may eventually become reality for us. And at that point was like 5 days later.
Right.
But since then, I mean, I think I tried to like partition my brain into being able to process information that is pretty relevant to us in terms of like what's going on in LA
Yes.
and what's going on nationally. But when it comes to like dissecting every single thing the president is doing or not doing, I can't do that.
Yeah.
That will very quickly overwhelm my brain.
Yeah, me too. I mean, same. Even
Yeah.
even like I read 2 things and I'm like, that's what I'm
Right.
throwing
And you know
out.
what's interesting is like a lot of the news we get to is like from Twitter. It's like every once in a while Patrick will hop on Twitter and we'll just like see the top trending thing. Will tell me what that is, and then we talk about it for like 5 seconds and just move on with our day.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Patrick, what about you? What has like kept you sane through all this downtime? I know you like to be home,
Yeah.
so like in a weird
it's like
way, I know.
The whole like stay-at-home order part of it hasn't exactly been like a struggle for me. It's like I'm typically like a pretty much of a homebody. We like to be in. We like to stay home. But so I think the biggest thing that we've kind of tackled it is like we've been watching a few movies a day. We have an extensive like iTunes library collection that it's like we have our own like Blockbuster in our store. So like that's been helping. I've also been more recently trying to like plan out like my next like writing project and stuff like that. So it's like taking a few minutes, but then also it's like this is the few times that I've gotten some time to actually sit down and play a video game. So like that's been really good for me. Adrian and I have been taking turns playing like a multiplayer game, and then I'll play like Final Fantasy or something like that. So that's been really helpful for me.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the winner chicken dinner.
Who's better?
I'd say Adrian's better right now.
Yeah, I'm currently succeeding. What's tough? I mean, we have obviously this gigantic TV.
Yes.
That is nice when it's one player. When it's 2 player, it's tough because you're splitting.
Split screen.
Yeah, you're splitting the screen real estate, and I think that has been working against us. So yesterday, I played a few rounds by myself, and I've continued winning.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Does the stress of work being so unknown get to you, or have you tried to like enjoy the off time?
I think it's kind of been like a little bit of the best of both worlds, at least for me.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yes, I do still have a job in this period of time where it's like, where there's a guarantee for everybody. But it's like we've been doing like a lot of Zoom calls and like meetings, kind of stuff like that, so that we can kind of focus around stuff, especially moving forward.
Right.
When whatever that's going to look like in however long a period of time. It's going to be interesting to say the least, because it's like I think we all talked about it. It's like whenever we go back to, isn't going to be the same as it was before.
Right.
Right.
For me, it's a little different. Obviously, just because of the nature of what I do, is so hands-on. So there's not as much stuff that I can do from home. But of course, again, same thing as Patrick. Like, I'm eternally grateful that we're still being taken care of, even though like the traditional day-to-day things that we normally do are currently not happening.
Yeah.
But I am trying to kind of soak this all in, because it obviously and hopefully will not last forever. And we have always talked about how we want to just be home always, obviously not under these circumstances, but it has been nice just being able to kind of sit and relax. But on the flip side of that, obviously you're also trying to think like, how do I keep myself busy and not just be like a couch potato all day? And that's been nice because we've been taking these like 2-mile walks every day.
Yeah. The walking has definitely
gets our bones moving.
Yeah, it's been. Then sometimes at night I'm like,
yeah, exactly. I know, but it has kept us kind of in a routine, like waking up and not sleeping in until 12 o'clock in the afternoon. That has always been, I think, pretty important for me too.
Yeah. What do you think that you've learned about yourself through this whole process of being at home, process of being forced or like stuck together? Mm-hmm. Like, what do you think your big takeaway so far has been?
That I may be more of a social, as I choke on my own, of more of a social butterfly than I thought I was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know for you, obviously, like, you like to hang out and go places and see people.
Yeah.
I more or less would like to be in bed by like 8 o'clock at night, but I think now I'm like, I would love to be able to go to the movie theater. All these things we kind of took for granted.
Yeah.
I think for me, especially in those early like few weeks, I became my own worst enemy. Where it's like I let one train of thought spread, and I run with it. So it's like I have a really easy time to kind of stress myself out, or to like spiral down a rabbit hole of panic and anything, which was easy, I think, in this time period, because I think a lot of people are also doing it.
Yeah.
But then that was also taking its toll on like my mental health, and then like my physical health and everything like that. And when I realized that I was letting the anxiety kind of fuel my day to day, I realized that I needed to kind of like take a second and work through some of that.
I think a big part of that too is at the beginning we all like, I didn't think it was only going to be 2 weeks, but everything was sort of in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Stuff that was happening like a month later, which would be now, was like just postponed.
Right.
So it was like I was panicked because I didn't know sort of the extent of time. Now that I'm getting more and more into it, I have less and less of those moments where I'm like, ooh. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, at this point, what can I do? Like, I'm doing literally the best I can do.
Yeah, I know. And you kind of have to think small in that sense, because we were talking about this a few days ago. For LA, like, our stay-at-home order has most recently been extended to at least May 15th.
Right.
So when we're thinking, like, okay, that's a month away from a few days ago, like, that's still a long time.
Yeah.
But you just kind of have to take it day by day.
Yeah, exactly. What are you most looking forward to doing once this is all over?
Going to the movies.
Yeah, I would probably say the same. Going to the movies.
Just because, we really took advantage of our AMC A-list, like, especially you guys, you know what I mean? Like, I obviously would slip a few weeks here and there where I would only go see a movie. But, I mean, you guys, like, were going to 3 movies a week, mostly, for the most part.
It's really been kind of shocking to figure out how much of a staple that actually was in our day-to-day lives. For, like, it not to even be, like, an option anymore.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's what I miss.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to ask you, what is the best meal that you've made, and what is the worst meal that you've made?
Okay, well,
I know the worst. Yeah. It must have been, like a week into it, and we had gone, of course, and you guys know, I had been kind of preparing for what was going to happen.
More than literally anyone.
Yeah, so I had gone to the grocery store. We were pretty much stocked on everything, and I think I had the intention of making some kind of pasta, and then realized it didn't have like anything fresh or like any cheese that I could really pull, together to make it really delicious. And it just ended up being really just bland and disgusting. It was a nasty pasta dish, and I was frustrated.
Yeah, I bet.
What about the best?
Best though, I think maybe I don't know. We've been cooking a lot at home,
Yeah.
so I'm trying to. I don't know.
I think you made wings pretty recently.
Oh yeah, we made
those
chicken wings.
Those were really good.
Those came out really good.
Okay.
I've been making for the last few weeks this like tomato toast with ricotta. That's really delicious. We've been having that for lunch, maybe like 1 or 2 days a week. But yeah, but like for instance, like this morning we got McDonald's breakfast because we were craving it.
What'd you get?
Well, Patrick picked it up after we went on our walk. We both got McGriddle and sausage burrito.
Heaven.
Yeah. That's also like I obviously don't miss eating fast food, but
Right.
like being able to go to Century City and like go to Chick-fil-A and just like sit for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That's also
Or
been,
I told Adrian, we were talking to his mom the other day, it's like I miss my routine of going to work and then leaving early enough so that I would have enough time to get coffee and then like going on a break,
Right.
and then getting another coffee like later in the day. Just like the small routine of getting something such as small as like a cup of coffee is something that I really miss.
Yeah. I'm curious once this is all over, like if we'll just all fall back into our exact same routines or if we'll be just so different in so many ways that we start all new routines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's going to be more than likely.
Yeah.
a new norm.
Mm-hmm. The new normal. Ryan
new
Murphy
norm.
has never been more on brand.
I know.
Thank y'all so much for doing this. I love you.
Thank you so much
Thanks
for having
for
us.
calling.
Stay safe, wash your hands, and one day we'll be able to just hang out all the time like we used to.
Can't wait.
Love ya.
Love you.
Bye.